Welcome everybody. My name is Dominique and today I will be guiding you through a honey vinyasa flow. A honey vinyasa flow is essentially a vinyasa flow that just moves at a little bit of a slower pace, but we still will connect breath with movement. I currently have a theme for this quarter, which is forgiveness. So we will be working on opening our heart chakra, front and back of the heart space, so that we can invite that forgiveness in and also create space to give the forgiveness, whether it's to ourselves or to somebody else. No props are required for this practice, but you are always welcome to invite in any props that you feel may support you. If you are going to use any props, I would recommend using yoga blocks. We will get started in a kneeling position. So once you have your water, your props, your yoga mat, whatever it is that you need to start the practice, you'll meet me here sitting on the heels. Once you arrive, you can bring your left hand to the heart space and right hand to the navel space. Begin to close the eyes, neutral spine, and take a moment to check in. Take inventory of what you are feeling, letting go of anything that may have happened prior to you coming to the mat. And as you remain here, allow the breath to slow. Deepen the inhales and the exhales. Perhaps your awareness starts to shift to the hands. Notice the body press against the hands on the inhale and fall away on the exhale. And then wherever you are in your breath cycle, empty the breath completely. Together we inhale through the nose, open mouth, sigh, release. Again, in through the nose, open mouth, sigh, release. Last one, inhale. Exhale, release. Find Ujjayi breath, restriction in the back of the throat. Today, our intention for this practice is to open our hearts to give and receive forgiveness. Embody it. And if your eyes are closed, begin to flutter them open. We inhale, lift the arms up towards the ceiling, gaze goes up, palms are turned towards the front of the body. As you exhale, bend through the elbows, arch the back, open up through the chest. This time as we inhale, arms come up, and we will round through the back, opening up the back of the heart chakra. Inhale, open up. Exhale, round. Keep moving. You can move as fast or as slow as you would like here. See if you can start the movement from your tailbone and allow it to flow up the spine. You might notice a little bit more heat in the core as you do that. We welcome that. We have a few more rounds. Last two. Then on the last round of a rounded back, you'll hold there, interlace the fingers, press the palms out in front of you and create a little bit more space here. Imagine you're trying to separate the space between the shoulder blades, knit the ribs in, breathe. Last breath. And then we release back to neutral and hands interlace, opposite grip at low back. I'm going to spin to face the front of my mat so you have a side view. We roll shoulders up towards the ears, slide them down, open up through the chest, but keep a neutral pelvis. Then the hand packet comes to left hip and pull left elbow back. Breathe here. And if you would like a little bit more, you can begin to drop left ear to left shoulder as you open up the right side of the neck. Last 2 breaths. And if the left ear is towards the left shoulder, release chin back to neutral. And then we release and extend the elbows. And we just switch it to the other side. So hand packet comes to right hip. You'll pull your right elbow back. Try to bring the elbow in line with the shoulder. And then of course you could stay upright, or if you want a little bit more, start to drop your right ear to right shoulder. This time the stretch will be through the left side of the neck, perhaps down the left shoulder, and maybe even down through the bicep. And we breathe here. Last round. And if ear is towards the shoulder, release back to neutral. We extend through the elbows, bring the hand packet behind us. And then as you release, start to roll through the wrists as you bring the arms up overhead. And then this time as we roll the wrists, arms come out in front. And then you will plant the hands. You are in a tabletop position, knees underneath the hips, hands underneath the shoulders. We move through cat-cow. Inhale, drop the belly, gaze goes up. Exhale, round. Inhale, drop the belly, gaze goes up. Exhale, round. Keep moving. Flow at your own pace. And just like we did in the kneeling position, see if you can start the movement from your tailbone. And then allow it to flow like a wave all the way up through the neck. Couple of more rounds here. And then we all meet in cat pose. We hold in our cat, press up and away from the mat. Create space through the back. Gazes back towards the thighs. One more full round of breath. Then release. We'll walk the hands out towards the top of the mat for a puppy pose. Begin to lower the chest down. Perhaps your forehead comes to the mat. It's still very early in practice, but if you have a little bit more mobility, maybe the chin and the chest greet the mat. Last 2 breaths. Then we bring our forearms to the earth, bend at the elbows, shift yourself forward, tuck through the toes, lift the knees. You are in a low plank. Knit the ribs in, squeeze through the glutes. Lift the kneecaps to engage the quads. Last breath here. Then both knees come to the earth. We keep our forearms on the mat. We'll move through another variation of cat-cow. So inhale, pull the chest through. You're gonna have a lot less movement than you did when your hands were planted. Exhale, round. Again, inhale, pull the chest through. Exhale, round. Move through this at your own pace. Oftentimes when we think of the heart chakra, we only think of this space in the front of the chest. We can also work to balance the heart chakra by focusing on opening the space between the shoulder blades as well. Last round here. And then we meet in neutral. Step one, palm on the earth, other one, extend one leg back, second one, shift back, down dog. We take a moment in down dog, pedal through the feet, warming up through the body. So at this point, you might feel a little bit more open than you did a few moments ago when we started the practice. You can allow yourself to shift the hips left and right. Take a few more rounds of breath here. Perhaps on this last one, you inhale through the nose, open mouth, sigh. We seal the lips, find neutral in down dog. Inhale, lift the heels, bend the knees, gaze forward. Exhale, step to the top of the mat, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, release. Bend through the knees. Inhale, come all the way up to standing. Exhale, prayer hands to chest. Left hand to the heart, right hand to the navel space. Take a moment here as you ground down through all four corners of the feet. We invite our intention back in. The intention of opening our hearts. The intention of forgiveness. Release the hands, opposite interlace at low back. Inhale, roll the shoulders up towards the ears. Slightly bend at the knees. Then when you're ready, hinge at the hips. Fold as the hand packet comes up towards the ceiling. Then begin to bend left knee, right leg is straight. Your torso will slightly rotate towards the right. Then switch it out, other side. Right knee bends, left leg is straight, torso rotates to the left. Take your time as you go back and forth. Last pass through on each side. And then we meet forward fold. Allow crown of the head to drop towards the earth. Inhale, lift halfway, hand packet comes to low back. As you release into a forward fold, you release your hands down to the mat. Step one foot back and then the other for plank pose. And then your choice, you can either bring knees, chin, chest down or move through chaturanga. Inhale for high cobra or up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, lift right foot up towards the ceiling. Exhale, right knee to nose, squeeze. Then very slowly lower right shin down to the earth. Pivot right foot out as you open up the hips towards the left. Open up for a supported plank pose. Extend your left arm overhead. Press through blade of left foot. Find length all through left side of the body. Then we lift hand and foot skyward. We are now in a supported half moon. Hold here and breathe. You can point through the toes if you would like. Then bend at left knee. Left hand grabs for the foot or the ankle. Open up through the chest here. Then we release back to our supported half moon. Left foot plants, lift up for a gate pose. This time we open up through right side. And then we flow back to the supported plank. Begin to turn your left heel in and left toes out. As you lift yourself up, bend through left knee, arms come to a T. You're in a kneeling warrior two. You may want to shift your right toes so that they are in line with right knee. Gaze beyond left fingertips. Breathe. On your next exhale, cartwheel, frame left foot, rotate your right leg, and you'll probably want to walk your left foot back a little bit. Take your time as you adjust, and then prepare low crescent lunge as you inhale, lift. Breathe here. We will flow and connect breath and movement. So we inhale with arms overhead. As you exhale, straighten the leg, bend through the elbows. Keep the leg straight. Inhale, arms overhead. As you exhale, bend through the knees and bend through the elbows. Inhale, arms come overhead. As you exhale, straighten through the leg and bend through the elbows. Inhale, straighten through the arms. Exhale, bend through both. So we have one more flow just like that. Knee stays bent, arms overhead. As you exhale, straighten the leg, bend through the elbows. Keep legs straight, straighten through the arms. Inhale, exhale, bend through both knees and elbows. We stay here. Lift, create space through the spine as you open up through the chest. Keep the elbows bent. Gaze goes up, squeeze through right glute to keep you stable. Then on your exhale, fold forward, frame right leg. Tuck right toes, lift right knee, and then drag till you lift, standing split. Right leg is in the air. Crown of the head drops towards the earth. Then release both feet underneath the hips. You're in a forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, release, fold, bend through the knees. Gather energy. Inhale, come to standing. Exhale, prayer hands to chest. Inhale, arms sweep up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands plant, step, step back. Your choice of knees, chin, chest, or chaturanga. Inhale, high cobra or up dog. Exhale, press back, down dog. Take a moment. You can pedal through the feet. Check in with the body. Notice. Eventually, we find our way into stillness. Inhale, lift left foot towards the ceiling. Exhale, left knee to nose squeeze. Slowly lower the shin down to the earth. We open up. We're in supported side plank. And then extend your right arm overhead. Press through blade of right foot. Create space here. Then we lift right leg and right hand skyward. We're in a supported half moon. You can point through the toes here if you would like. Perhaps that helps you engage through right leg a little bit more. Then bend through right knee, right hand comes back. We find the bind, open up through the chest. Release. Then left foot comes down. Right arm extends overhead. Begin to lift yourself up for a gate pose. We stretch through left side of the body. Then lower your left hand back down towards the mat. Right arm extends overhead, pivot, right toes in, right toes out, bend through right knee as you come up. You're in a kneeling warrior two. You might want to shift your left foot so left foot is in line with left knee. Gaze beyond right fingertips. Breathe here. On your next exhale, cartwheel pivot. So you go ahead, pivot left foot. You can go ahead and walk your right foot back. Prepare for your low crescent lunge. Then when you're ready, inhale, lift up. Exhale, we hold here before we flow. So we inhale here. As you exhale, press back, straighten front leg, bend through the elbows. Keep front leg straight. Inhale, arms come up towards the ceiling. Exhale, bend through both knee and elbows. Knee stays bent. Inhale, lift the arms up towards the ceiling. Exhale, shift back, straighten front leg, bend through the elbows. Keep front leg straight. Inhale, lift through the arms. Exhale, bend through both the knees and elbows. One more time, knee is bent. Inhale, arms lift overhead. Exhale, extend front leg, bend through the elbows. Keep front leg straight. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, bend through both the knees and the elbows. Hold here. Inhale, lift the chest up towards the ceiling. Create space through the spine. Gaze goes up. Squeeze left glute. We breathe here. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. And then on your next exhale, fold. Tuck left toes, hands are on the mat, drag till you lift, standing split. We breathe here, drop crown of the head to the mat. On your next exhale, lower left foot, both feet are underneath the hips, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, release, bend through the knees. Inhale, come all the way to standing. Exhale, prayer, hands to chest. This time, both left and right hand will drape over the heart. Take a moment, connect. Feel the heat of the hands on the heart space. Shifting our awareness back to our intention, opening the heart to give and receive forgiveness. Last full breath. Then inhale, lift the arms up overhead, gaze goes up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands through to the earth. Take your time as you move through your vinyasa. Take any variations that you like here. Once you arrive in down dog, find stillness. Inhale through the nose. Open mouth, sigh. Seal the lips. Lift right foot up towards the ceiling. Inhale. Exhale, right knee to nose. Squeeze. Step it through warrior one. Left toes are angled out. Inhale, lift yourself up. Exhale, settle here. So we'll move through a very similar flow with our arms and legs as we did in the kneeling position. So we inhale here with arms overhead. Exhale, straighten front leg, bend through the elbows. Keep front leg straight. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, bend through both knees and elbows. Front knee is bent. Inhale, lift the arms overhead. Exhale, shift back, straighten front leg, bend through the knees. Inhale, arms come overhead, front leg is straight. Exhale, bend through the elbows. One more time. Inhale, arms overhead. Front knee is bent. Exhale, straighten front leg, bend through the elbows. Front leg is straight. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, bend through both the knees and the elbows. This time we interlace the hands at low back. Roll shoulders up towards the ears, slide them down, lift through the chest, create space through the spine, breathe. Then on your next exhale, humble, fold inside of right leg, hand packet comes up towards the ceiling. Lower hand packet to low back. Release the interlace, left hand to the earth, right hand up towards the ceiling. Gentle twist here. Pull your right hip back so hips stay in line with one another. Then we bring the body and the hands all the way to the long side of the mat, and then you can pivot so you come into a wide-legged forward fold. Toes in, heels out, walk the hands out and shift the weight back. Last round of breath here. Then find a neutral position with the weight. Begin to pivot towards the left. Frame your left foot. We have another standing split. Inhale, lift the right foot up towards the ceiling. Drop the crown of the head down towards the mat. See if you can find a little bit more length here. Then on your next exhale, fold. Both feet are underneath the hips. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, release. Bend through the knees. Inhale, come all the way up to standing. Exhale, prayer hands to chest. Inhale, gather energy, arms sweep up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands plant. Take your time as you move through your Vinyasa variation. Pedal through the feet. Take your time to check in and to notice before we move to the other side. Eventually you'll find your way into stillness and down dog. Inhale, lift left foot up towards the ceiling. Exhale, left knee to nose, squeeze, step it through, warrior one legs. Inhale, lift, arms come overhead. Exhale, settle in here. So we have the same movement that we did on the other side. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, straighten front leg, bend through the elbows. Inhale, extend, lift the arms overhead. Exhale, bend both knees and elbows. Front knee stays bent. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, shift back, straighten front leg, bend through the elbows. Keep front leg straight. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, bend through knees and elbows. Last time, front knee is bent. Inhale, arms straight. Exhale, shift the weight back, straighten the front leg, bend through the elbows. Front leg is straight as you inhale and lift the arms overhead. Exhale, bend through both the knees and the elbows. We hold here. Inhale, open up through the chest. Release the hands to low back, opposite interlace, roll shoulders up towards the ears, slide them down, open up through the chest, create space through the spine, breathe here. Then on your next exhale, humble inside of left leg. Lift the hand packet up towards the ceiling. Keep your core strong to help your torso stay lifted. Then go ahead, lower hand packet to low back. Release right hand down towards the mat. Left hand up towards the ceiling. Trying to keep your hips level here as you gaze up towards left hand. Then on your next exhale, we pivot to wide side of the mat. Step your right foot back, wide-legged forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. We stay upright as you exhale. Bend through right knee. Left hand comes in line with right foot. Lift right hand up towards the ceiling. We switch it out other side. So you'll pass through center. Right hand comes in front. Bring it all the way over towards the left foot. Left knee bends. Left hand up. We go back and forth. Take your time. Move like water. Slow and fluid here. Last one each side. Then we all meet in a wide-legged forward fold. Pivot, frame, right foot, standing split, lift left leg, drop crown of the head towards the mat. See if you can find a little bit more length through right leg here. Then on your exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, release, bend through the knees. Inhale, gather energy, come all the way up. Exhale, prayer hands to chest. We will bring both of our hands back to the heart space again. So left hand on top, right hand on top of left. Take a moment, notice your heartbeat. Perhaps you close your eyes. One more time, bringing the intention back in. Today we open our hearts to give and receive forgiveness. Release the arms alongside the body. Inhale, gather energy. You can open your eyes, arms sweep up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands plant, step back, move through your vinyasa. This time we will move into a child's pose. So take your time, move through either 8 points or chaturanga, and then meet me with forehead on the mat and hips back towards the heels. Deep inhales and exhales here. Allow the heart rate to slow. And when you're ready, begin to lift yourself up, tuck the toes, down dog. We lift right foot up towards the ceiling. Right knee, right elbow, make your way into a pigeon. Walk left foot back. We start upright first. So if you have a block or a blanket and your right hip is lifted, you can always bring a prop underneath your right hip. And then it's up to you. You can either stay upright or you can take the sleeping pigeon variation as you fold over right leg. Whatever feels most authentic to you today is the best shape for you to take. We have about 3 more rounds of breath here. After the 3rd round of breath, if you were folded over, lift yourself up. We all meet in upright position, hands on the mat. Tuck left toes, walk left leg in, lift right knee off the earth. We move into a flip dog, right toes plant, lift the hips up towards the ceiling, extend right arm long. Then reverse those steps and find your way back to down dog. We'll move to the other side. So left foot lifts on the inhale. Exhale, left knee, left elbow. Find your pigeon. Again, we start upright first. If you have any props you would like to invite in underneath left hip, go ahead and do so. Then it's your choice. Do you want to stay upright or do you want to walk down towards the mat? Again, whatever feels most authentic to you today is the best position for you to move into. And then we have about 3 more rounds of breath. And after the 3rd round of breath, if you were in the folded position, begin to press your way up. We all meet upright, tuck right toes, begin to walk right leg in, lift left knee off the earth, flip dog, left toes behind us, hips up towards the ceiling, extend left arm long. Then we reverse and step it back, down dog. And go ahead, bring the knees to the earth, shift the legs through the arms. We come back into a seated position. Feet are planted, knees are bent with the seat in the middle of the mat. We bring our arms alongside the body. Then begin to shift back so you're in a boat pose. Squeeze the inner thighs together, knit through the ribs, broad through the collarbones here. Perhaps you even lift the toes off the mat for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower the feet, bend through the elbows, arms kickstand behind us. Roll shoulders up towards the ears, slide them down the back, open up through the chest. Breathe here. Then release. This time, if you would like, you can extend both legs long. We'll move into another variation of fish. So go ahead and point through the toes, lift the kneecaps, roll shoulders up towards the ears, slide them down, lift the chest, allow the head to drop back. Slowly lift the chin and then just go ahead and walk yourself down. Inhale, arms extend overhead, point through the toes, allow low back to lift off the earth. Then release, relax the body as left hand comes to the heart and right hand comes to the navel space. Find the deep inhales and exhales again here. And we'll move through a forgiveness mantra or meditation, whichever you would like to refer to it as. And we'll start with envisioning ourselves. And repeat these words after me. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. Now you can either keep yourself as the person you are speaking to, or you can invite someone else that you love into the mind's eye and repeat, I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. Now for this last round, again, you can keep yourself or this other person you invited in, or someone completely different. We repeat the words, I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. Then as that falls away, we inhale through the nose. Open mouth, sigh, release. Quick scan through the body, starting at the toes, up through the feet, the legs, the hips, the torso, the arms, the neck, and the crown of the head. Imagine as you inhale, you're filling up with love and forgiveness. And as you exhale, you're letting go. Inhale love and forgiveness. Exhale, let go. Last one, inhale love and forgiveness. Exhale, let go. Last few rounds of breath here. Then invite movement in through the toes, the fingers, the wrists, the ankles. Bring the inner ankles together, arms overhead, find length. Stretch all through the body. The knees find their way into the chest, your choice if you would like to go into a fetal position, or you can just rock back and forth. Eventually, we'll begin to make our way into a seated position with ease to close out practice. Find the seated position that works best for you. Then we'll bring our left hand to the heart, right hand to the navel space. Close your eyes. Notice the difference of how you feel now versus the beginning of the practice. Then bring prayer hands together, thumbs pressed to the third eye. Today, I invite thoughts of love, compassion, and forgiveness. Lower the thumbs to the mouth. Repeat after me. Today, I speak words that are filled with love and compassion. Lower the thumbs to the heart space and repeat after me. Today, I open my heart to give and receive love. You can keep your eyes closed or begin to flutter them open. Thank you so much for practicing with me today. Namaste. And as we close out, if you enjoyed this practice, please be sure to let me know by hitting the like button below and leaving me a comment. I will see you soon. Have a great rest of your day.